I think this is one of the best conferences we've had, certainly in terms of the number of participants, and I think that's a reflection of where the industry is at the moment. We're going through a significant change in the industry with the new investors coming into the industry, and that's really driven by the need for connectivity throughout the globe, but also the consumer habits of the globe nowadays, you know, with social media and the online connectivity through Instagram and YouTube. That is driving a whole new family of investors. So it's a fascinating time for this industry.
I think the whole industry is being driven by more and more people coming onto the internet, more and more applications. So you can speak of things like augmented reality, typically called AR, virtual reality, VR, the emergence of 5G, which is really a number of different forces coming together, but if you model it as the infrastructure for the Internet of Things, there's a tremendous amount of capacity and demand coming onto the network. The challenges that are here today are going to continue, right? It's all of the permitting and the regulatory issues that go along with it. I think as we put more and more capacity under the ocean, being able to provide resiliency for that, the ability to protect it, restore it, and provide a lot of route diversity, those are going to be some of the key challenges and opportunities for the industry.
I think there's going to be significant competition for the utilisation of the ocean floors, but I think you'll also, some of the bottlenecks may be the ability of the governments to recognise the critical nature of the cable systems and to put in adequate protection mechanisms for those cables.
The major bottlenecks will be justifying the feeder networks that are going to feed to these major points, because they're coming from smaller nations, they don't necessarily have the traffic, so therefore it will be difficult to justify, but particularly given the need for the importance of them, the need for security, then justifying a second cable is even more difficult than justifying the first. So I think that will be one of the great challenges for the future.
The future industry expected very growth on the demand, especially with the change on the digitalization of the career and the society. With the change of that digitalization, expected big growth on that one, so this will go back to the international bandwidth.
The future of this subsea business is going to be very interesting. Much like our multicultural world, it will be an environment where the OTTs don't rule, the incumbents don't rule, and the local monopolies won't rule. It will be an environment that's made up of different companies, different cultures, some incumbents, some neutral providers, some very small and some very large. It will be a reflection of the society that we live in, and those companies will pull together to build new cables.
It's been great for us. It's actually been the best event for us over this. This is the 4th time we're here as Hexatronic, and day one is the best day ever. It's more or less combined over the years, totally better than the other years combined, which have been good for us, but a very nice event. So I have big hopes for this final day as well.
Submarine Networks World is a very good event from the content perspective. So when you go back, you always take back something new that is helping your day-by-day business in terms of learning. Secondly, the level of attendees is exactly targeted for the submarine cable business. So the level of meeting, the quality of the meeting that you perform here is top. Third, the event space itself is extremely comfortable compared to large industry events, multi-segment.